Hola, muy buenas. A la Missy.
¡Ay!
Ay.
Come on! Come on!
Bueno,
Mocatriz, mocatriz.
Ni. Ese ya algo que pacha. Pues aquí estamos. Aquí estamos. Vamos a ver. Ay. Vamos a darle caña al Avowed un rato. ¿Tú qué? Hemos llegado ya al cuarto mapa. Estamos ya en el cuarto mapa. Yo creo que ya estamos, digo yo, que estamos cerquita de terminarlo. Mm, Viéndote manquear. Bueno. Todavía no he empezado a manquear. Todavía no, empezaré a manquear en breve. Ay, espera un poquitín. Espera un poco. Que le he pegado demasiado pronto. Porque ya no estamos en Escarpia. Ponen el título en Escarpia. No estamos en Escarpia. Estamos exactamente. A ver. Se llama el. Colmillos de Galawain. A ver, entonces vamos a cambiarle. Colmillos. Colmillos. De Galawain. O como se diga. Hecho. Ok. Cetrina. Pido el consuelo. Ay. Vale, ahí. Aparte de aquí hay un escudo. Pero primero voy a investigar por esta zona de aquí. ¿He visto algo aquí? Y hay bichos. Sí. Voy al campamento, voy a generar el campamento y voy a tener las 3 conversaciones que tengo ahí pendientes. ¿Y ese Game Pass el Borderlands 3? Sí, yo tengo toda la saga hecha ya. Tengo toda la saga Borderlands, la tengo hecha. Y eso me hace ser un poquito suspicaz. Igual esto nos quieren decir que el Borderlands 4 igual... A ver, no creo que desde el minuto 1, pero... Ya, no, pero no creo, ¿eh? No creo que pongan el Borderlands 4 de día 1 en Game Pass. Lo dudo mucho. Ojalá, ¿eh? Ojalá. Ojalá. Pero vamos, yo creo que el Borderlands 4 es un juego para tenerle... Me le pillaré... 99,9% de probabilidades de que me le pille fuera de Game Pass. Por tenerle, tengo ya toda la saga. Vale. Tenemos 3 personas con el calor. Vamos a hablar primero con...
God. Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smell.
We're here. Stay with us, Mari. Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
Los niños de Galloway tienen cierto encanto austero.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
Nadie podría sobrevivir aquí sin cooperación y sacrificio mutuo.
It's about the walls, really. Big, massive, ancient walls.
But what's the point of all that if it's not making everyone's lives better somehow? Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the land's never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
Pero ¿cuántos de vosotros regresáis a vuestra tierra natal?
Not everyone, of course. But Rawatai's hardly a dying country. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
¿Nunca habéis estado en los colmillos de Galloway?
Never. The Pargrunan of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out. So did my commanding officer. I'll tell you what I can... Shoot.
Nada. Acabo.
Get some rest, envoy.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
Sí, pero no del jardín, sino del futuro.
Indeed. Whatever happens in the garden, it won't be the end of our problems. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
quién crees que estabas decepcionando?
Take your pick. My parents, my community, myself. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
Seguro que hicieron todo lo que estuvo en su mano.
They truly did. But I'm not going to repeat their mistakes. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
Creo que acabas de hacer un gran avance.
Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments.
¿Qué sabes sobre los colmillos de Galloway?
I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways, for better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. But it went nowhere.
¿El Consejo no está interesado en comerciar?
They weren't interested in outside help. The
Ah,
Wardens value self-reliance. Maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun. You want to talk?
¿Estás muy cerca del jardín? ¿Estás nerviosa?
Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the dream scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself. Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down. Pleasant dreams.
What is it you like so much about ghost stories, Giada?
Well, ghost stories are how we confront our fears. How we explore and define them in a safe environment.
Don't they give you nightmares? The chill?
Vamos a hablar con Marius.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back.
Imagino que te no fuiste en los mejores
I left
términos.
solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself.
Seguro que tenías tus
I
motivos.
did. Might come a time when I'm ready to talk about it. You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway.
Hablemos de los colmillos de
What do you
Galloway.
want to talk about?
¿Qué puedes decirme sobre el consuelo de los colmillos de Galloway?
Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside.
¿Hay algo interesante por ahí?
There's a place in the southwest of the Tusk called the Slumbering Fields. It's full of dry brambles and plants with nasty thorns. There used to be an old Pargrunan aqueduct out there, but it hasn't been used for a long time. No one's sure why the water stopped flowing, but without it, we've been drinking subterranean runoff for ages. That's all I know, really. There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see it for yourself.
¿Es algún consejo para subir las comunidades?
Let's see. First rule in Galawain's tusks is don't overexert yourself and keep your heart. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. You know, if you're this interested in survival and the living, you've done all right out here. So? You want to know everything? Right. You came to the right person. It's good to know things, but you need to be physically fit. So we're gonna stretch your limbs and get those joints moving. And then we're gonna give you little bites of bad berries. Maybe send you... Let's get started. Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I could spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward,
Más uno de destreza y más uno de
Have you
constitución.
ever thought of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Right. Did you somehow not see the thick stripe across my...
Tocado.
My eyes.
No, I mean designs other than the strap. Drive.
Designs?
¿Dónde me lleva? A ver. ¿Dónde me lleva? Tengo forjado material estelar. Me tengo a la derecha. Pues se dan todas las... Llegar al castillo de Consuelo. Está a tomar por el dengue. Ah, joder. Yo creo que va a ser mi objetivo. Llegar al castillo de Consuelo. Y luego investigar.
Don't get me wrong. The stripe really brings out your eyes, but it might be nice to change things up from time to time.
This is for camouflage. It has a vital role in surviving the wilds.
A ver. En Galloway. Vale. Pondrás offense. Tendría que llegar a castillo, porque ahí tendría ya la otra espada. Vale.
Some hunt with their eyes and ears, but you are hunting with your...
Not sure I get what you mean.
I believe you were...
Vale. Entonces. A ver, ya a Giata y a Marius. Y si hay...
Skins in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
Esto te molesta mucho, ¿verdad?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this? A bulwark unshaken. Why? A certain spring. The bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
El castillo está a tomar por el... Salir en dirección... página está llena de garabatos, parece más un galimatías incomprensible que palabras como tales. Solo tras un examen más minucioso las palabras cobran cierta legibilidad y aún así, para el lector promedio continúan siendo un sinsentido. Uno por uno los chaurips, rascando, forúnculos que pican, el canto, el hermoso, incesante y silencioso canto.
Not saying a word.
Saw it coming.
That it?
Creo que no voy a investigar. Voy a coger y me voy a ir directo al castillo. De la forma, voy a intentar hacerlo de la forma más recta posible.
By now. Oh, excuse me. Might I have a word with you quickly? Be careful, traveler. The tusks are friends to no one. Should you need help, I am happy to lend it. Are you by Nanduru? Are you the Adiran envoy? I think I know already, but what brings you out here to the tusks? Our garden, the one across the Sea of Acid? That's not what I was expecting. I would have bet good coin that you were here on a trade mission. Oh, it's no worry. We let an Adiran caravan through a few days ago. First caravan we ever let through from anywhere, actually. I've never known anything like it. They had so many wonderful things. Food, linens, medicine. They had a letter from your ambassador in Paradise, too. And when I saw you, well, you get the idea. Wishful thinking on my part. Gods, I'd love to see them roll by again. Yes, just a few nice words about wanting to reach out to us. Wanting to offer us nice meats and soft fabrics.
Right. First it's soft fabrics, then it's pointy sticks.
Anyway. I would. It might make the tusks bearable again, and we have a lot to give, you know. Rare ore, incredible metalworks. You wouldn't believe what we could do if we weren't fighting just to survive.
¿En serio? ¿La primera caravana de vuestra historia?
Yes, our laws have always forbidden trade. Still do, technically. But the keep is split on that, and we needed the supplies, so we made an allowance.
¿Dónde está ahora la caravana?
Well, actually, I'm worried about the caravan. It should have returned from Solace by now, but it hasn't. I don't play guessing games. They left along the main road. You can't miss it, really. Also, in the convoy there was a dwarven woman, Gilleen. I'd like very much to know she's okay.
¿Te gusta?
Yes, but what I'd like most is to just know she's safe.
De acuerdo, veré lo que puedo descubrir.
Thank you, Envoy. I'll look forward to the good news.
You've lived in the tusks all your life. Might want to temper that excitement.
tracks leading off the road. Someone in trouble.
Not bad, envoy.
Who's next? Anyone? What happened here? Let's have a look. I'm no tracker, but these look like wagon tracks heading due east.
Well, I'd be more curious about those large footprints among the tracks.
Dolencias comunes entre los habitantes de los colmillos de Galloway. Capítulo 6. Enmohecimiento pulmonar. El enmohecimiento pulmonar es una enfermedad detectada en animales que viven en el norte. Este pernicioso padecimiento reduce drásticamente la capacidad de respirar, lo que provoca un aumento de la fatiga y la debilidad, y en última instancia la muerte. Afortunadamente se puede elaborar una cura con los ingredientes locales adecuados. Musgo antifúngico de las tierras altas. Se encuentra por toda la región, especialmente en el sureste de los colmillos de Galloway. Crece sobre las rocas, en la superficie, entre las raíces de árboles de hoja roja. Nido calcificado de escarabajo. Formado en la base de los nidos de escarabajos de fuego, las partes más antiguas del nido se van comprimiendo y con el tiempo absorben algunos de los minerales de las rocas en las que habitan. Jarra de rapé de pólvora. Un inhalante volátil que abre los pulmones para que reciban otras medicinas. Pero no voy a hacer. Voy a tirar al norte.
Marius, look alive!
Carta al embajador Gilgar. La carta está hecha a pedazos, pero algunos pasajes aún se pueden leer. El embajador Gilgar. Le escribo de nuevo con la esperanza de poder llegar a ambas comunidades se beneficiarían de una red de comercio. Si bien el consuelo carece de recursos naturales, contamos con una plétora de artesanación. Ajá. Diario mohoso. La mayor parte del texto está borrosa o cubierta de moho. Lo poco que se entiende cuenta la triste historia de los intentos fallidos de un agricultor por cultivar la tierra. Aunque al principio había buenas perspectivas, el terreno no tardó en secarse. Tras meses de fracasos, la granja quedó abandonada y el dueño se fue de los colmillos de Galloway en busca de tierras más fértiles. Okay.
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run by Zaribs. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salo steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zaribs used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south. They started turning it into one of their villages. Even ripped up the crops planted by the Wardens. What a waste. There are some Balgrunin living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the Wardens. If someone got rid of these Arabs, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with these Arabs, but I hope you do. I hope these Arabs haven't been too much trouble.
Come one, come on.
Coño,
You
mira quién está
shop,
aquí.
open for business.
Mira quién está aquí.
Greetings, lovely customer, and welcome to... Oh, it's you.
Never expected to see this guy again.
Yes, it's been far too long since you reported me to the Tiranui and got me exiled. Now I live here, in this wasteland. Did you know that the Parkrunen are not very friendly to newcomers?
Oh, someone's been reading their travel guides.
Now I've got to make skates and fast, hopefully before nightfall. These beetles are annoying and everywhere. So, are you going to buy anything?
Con un poco de determinación seguro que lo verás.
Thanks, but your money would be a lot more helpful than your words. Just great. Are you going to... Really? Do you ruin... If you think I'm still honoring your... Fresh, totally legal wares, straight from Shatterscar.
There.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the farms.
Voitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You're alive. You... Asshole! You show your face now? Now?
Soldado, este es tu hermano de armas. Muestra un poco de respeto.
Quench your coals, envoy. Let me handle this.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
Quizás se fue por la lucha por la influencia lo cambió. A mí me cambió, desde luego.
We all face difficulty, yet we've stayed, except Marius. Either way, it doesn't solve how I'm going to explain this to the Council.
Let us handle the Council. You just sit here staring out into the tusks like you were.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the Council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
El garrote de acero quizás esté ya en colmillos de Algaragüe y el castillo de Consuelo puede estar en peligro.
Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved, and we didn't even have to do anything.
Then you're wasting your time. We don't have any of that plague business in our keep.
Cosmine, you're doing that thing you always do when you're lying.
I didn't lie. There haven't been any dream trolls in Solace Keep.
And once again, I'm here waiting for your butt.
But there are rumors from the living archives. Sleepwalking, mad talking. Kostya told us it was the fumes from the volcano. I never trusted an outsider, much less an Adiran. But I never thought Marius would either.
Come on, Cosmine. Have I ever lied to you when it really counted?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Wait a minute. Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
A dear.
Bueno, vamos a ver.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to...
Face. It's just like... No.
Outlanders and Solace Keep. What's next?
Me lo quedo todo.
You're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies.
I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there...
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Maybe it's time for another assignment.
Fresh? Call this fresh? Idiots.
Suck up. This is how you get the rations cut. Ration water.
No. I'll kill me if she found out.
She won't feed us, Mother.
Stop talking to yourself, man. How dare you talk to me? What do you think it means?
What do you think what means?
The Outlander coming to Solace Keep. What do you think it means? Is it a sign from Nandru?
A sign from Nandru? Don't let me holla hear you say
But
that.
Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here. I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
An Outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, hmm? We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
Try growing. An Outlander.
Why
Don't mean to be disrespectful.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
Welcome back to Wodica Snails, an outsider. Hi.
Ayuda para la reparación de los acueductos impíos. Todos me preguntáis cómo podemos bombear más agua de los manantiales y yo sigo respondiendo lo mismo. No podemos. Lo que sí podemos hacer es reparar los viejos acueductos de los campos durmientes. Les funcionaron a los impíos hace siglos y ahora solo necesitan un poco de mantenimiento. Si estáis cansados de beber agua con sabor a azufre, uníos a algún pequeño grupo expedicionario para hacer un balance de las reparaciones. Si los impíos dejaron acueductos operativos, deberíamos considerarlos un regalo de Avowed. No hay motivo para no usarlos. Los interesados pueden venir a verme junto a la fuente del segundo piso del castillo. Ingeniero jefe Gabral.
Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to...
No estás acostumbrado a los forasteros, lo entiendo.
No, I can't say I am. Do you have any questions about Solace Keep?
¿Por qué te ha sorprendido tanto mi apariencia?
I've never seen anyone quite like you, is all. No, that's not entirely true. All I'll say is, take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, this keep's founder, when you enter the main hall. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know.
Entiendo, es un honor estar aquí.
It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
This keep is full of old memories. Let's make some better ones.
What is Crown? An outsider here?
Maybe we should open up for more trade. You think Kostya's right, huh? Think of the sort of fish we could get trading the third war. Better than this mystery.
Guía básica de la escanamiel. Este bloque de texto está escrito con bastante severidad. ¿Qué es la escanamiel? Ni más ni menos que el sucedáneo del aguamiel que tenemos en este vertedero debajo de la mano de los dioses al que llamamos hogar. Es una bebida tan áspera y dura como los pargrunen, que la suelen beber. Es motivo de orgullo para los defensores de Consuelo y el objeto de odio que une a nuestro pueblo. Eso es la escanamiel. Para apreciar de verdad esta preparación y su horrible proceso de elaboración, tenemos que remontarnos a sus orígenes. Cuando mitad... Ay, a ver qué tiene este.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Very funny, pal. I should... Oh, well, then thank you, outsider. Compliments here are scarce. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakul. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you? Oh, my friend, let me tell you something. It's best not to worry about what's in the food. We eat what we have. We depend mostly on our hunters and patrols to bring back whatever they can find. Of course, that means I have to be creative to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least. See? Thank you. That's what I tell these Komai, but they keep complaining. Trust me, if I could throw together something new, I'd do it. But this is Solace. Tradition dictates you eat what you get. Councillor Kostya wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the other settlements to increase trade. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn, wild game from Paradis, produce from Fior Mesiverno. Tradition says we have to survive without help from the outside world, or we'll never survive. Tradition has kept these walls standing. It makes sense why we'd be slow to risk losing that. Well, it's I couldn't tell you.
Y eso
And
que
I
despejado
skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends, and stay away from this stew. Greetings. What can I do for my new friend?
Welcome to the Tusks, outsider. Be courteous while in Solace's halls, and you shall remain welcome. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. Resources are scarce out here. No. Our fighters are more than capable, but they're... Be safe out... What? Put that poor husk out of it. Be careful. Some of our best wardens were lost too.
Oh, great.
Esto es otra cosa. Empieza a haber cositas que hacer por aquí.
Outsider. Fanny, what do you want? You need something? Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be. That's all I'll say on that.
Ya 73.000 cuesta este. Madre mía. Aumento de botín. Este me parece de la ubicación de los fragmentos de tótem divino de Galawin. Compra los... Sí, sí, claro. Para adentro.
Mikhala understands the importance of tradition. Nandru chose this place for a reason.
Animancers respect you. Minerals fear you.
¿Qué aquí? Llave de Petru.
Feel like a... Rather self-explanatory.
Absolutely! Can you imagine if we had access to fresh cloths from floor? or all of the good. No, I can't. Then perhaps it's time for a change around here.
Arriba. Capitán Geo.
I'd like to be left alone with my mother.
Capitán Jeffrey, a ver, ¿qué me cuentas?
So you're the outsiders my guards let into the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
No juzgues a Cosmin cuando se endureza.
Doesn't matter. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. Of course it's odd. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
Si quieres puedo ir a buscarlo.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust.
Make it quick, Adiren.
Wake up, Mother. It's me, your little brother. I hope the expedition to the Slumbering Fields is doing all right. Shouldn't they have returned by now?
Expedition? What are you talking about? Did I miss...
You haven't heard? Some wardens were sent to investigate the problems with the aqueducts.
Ah, no, I haven't. May the Golem grant them safe passage and a swift return.
I'll have to bring this to the council's attention.
Entrada de un diario. No debemos. Jadeó apartándola de mí mientras nuestros labios se separan. No está bien. El Probetica se acerca. Corazón mío, solloza ella, alargando su mano para enredar sus dedos en mi cabello. Debemos aferrarnos a la felicidad donde podamos. Contemplo... Madre mía, pero ¿esto qué es?
No, I couldn't possibly... It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
cajón. Ah, vale. Me da una pista. Llave de Petru. Esto abajo. Espera. Martillo antiguo, objeto de misión. Espera, que voy a hablar con el bar.
What do you want? Depends on what you care about. I heard something about the trade, and Mina here's been but that's all I've got. Suit yourself. What do you want? Depends on what you care. Suit yourself.
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge.
Ah, yo soy tampoco.
Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure... something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zarips, killed in a lava flow.
Esa vieja torre es un buen lugar para buscar pistas sobre su paradero.
I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right? Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him.
Haré lo que pueda.
Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
Sometimes people just...
Hey. All right.
Vale. Y ahora voy a donde... Tampoco. Y no hay nada aquí en la...
Strange being back here. Thought I'd left for good.
Pues vaya. Un poco.
Another godlike. Not as handsome as you, but still easy on the eyes.
That's Nandru, founder of Solace. Don't speak ill of him if you value your life.
Vale. Aparte que está todo, ¿no? Está todo revisado.
Where is that caravan? The wardens from the tower sent word to expect one.
People say Wodika is the goddess of law, but all I've seen is intolerance.
Someone sent word to let in an Adiran caravan with goods to trade. Just...
Outsiders? In the halls Nandru built himself?
The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word. The infamous Adiran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
Por eso que estás a punto de pedirme algo.
Ah, sharp as the tusks themselves. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
Puertas directas.
Ah, you Adirans. As businesslike as I'd had. It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councilors fuss. It's all traditionalist, traditionnet. You should have seen the row the council had over Nandru's statue. Is it central enough? Does the light flatter his facial fronds? Never have I seen a group of people with so much time to argue over ideas.
Centrémonos en el suministro de agua.
There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it.
¿Qué necesitas que haga?
Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them. And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pargroon pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks. Watch your step in slumbering fields. There's no telling what's been stirred up.
Jitule! What am I going to do? Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please?
¿Qué necesitas ayuda? A ver.
My hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again.
Lo he encontrado.
But with all the construction going on here, still, I think it's somewhere down there.
¿Eso está construido por aquí?
Honestly, I don't even remember. It all started when my grandfather was a baby. I think something about restoration.
Solace has been under constant construction since Nandru set the first stone.
It does not matter. Can you save my hammer or not?
Aquí está, y en perfectas condiciones.
Ah, you have done me a great service, Amakul. Merty envoy, may your kindness be repaid swiftly. Is it me? Or does everything look suspicious?
No me han dado nada, tenía que haberle dicho que cuál era mi recompensa. Eso es lo que tenía que haber dicho. Claro. Como he sido bueno, pues me lo pagan así. Claro.
So tall.
Borrador de carta. El nivel de elementos es excepcional.
I do hope no one sees me like this. Who let you in here? What do you want? Why am I in my own home? I think a better question is, why are you here? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods.
Por lo visto, una cadena comercial voy a llegar pronto.
Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change. Who let you in? No, of course not. I must live. Unfortunate, but as long. Truly?
Vale. Siguiente punto.
has shown that the arms and armor of Solace Keep are unmatched in quality anywhere else on the living land. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my.
Me estás mirando la cara, ¿verdad?
Well, you must admit, it is striking.
¿Qué puedes contarme de Nandru?
Ah, our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside. He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree. If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned. Ah, blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that. What more can I do to enlighten you? All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves. We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship. What can...
Oración wedicana. Este trozo de pergamino contiene una popular oración dedicada a Wedica, unificadora del juramento. Escucha nuestras voces. Ayúdanos a pronunciar y recibir la verdad. Protégenos mientras recorremos nuestro camino prescrito. Calma nuestras mentes en las decisiones más difíciles. Enséñanos a desatar los nudos de las mentiras y el espíritu para acercarnos a tu trono roto, donde la justicia aguarda a los justos. ¿De qué? Bulti.
You must be the outsider, right?
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests? I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodeka and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you?
Explícame a qué te refieres con eso.
The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
Yeah, well, the Council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
Good to...
Mapa del tesoro, el acero hambriento. Vamos. Bueno, vale, bien, bien. 16.000.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
The outsiders.
Aquí está. Órdenes del maestro de la forja. Esta admonición está escrita con evidente enfado en un trozo de pergamino manchado y carbonizado. A todos los que trabajan en la forja, podéis considerar que no merezco el puesto, pero por decreto del Consejo del Consuelo y de nuestras sagradas tradiciones, soy vuestro maestro de la forja y debéis tratarme como tal. Es decir, nada de dejar las estaciones de trabajo desordenadas. Se acabó eso de tirarme ceniza. Nada de robar mis raciones. Queda prohibido usar los fuegos de la forja para cocinar carne. Nada de efigies desternillantes. Queda prohibido dirigirse a mí como glotón de la forja en relación con mis hábitos alimentarios. Nada de rajarme desechos y luego hacer como si nada. Tuli, sé que fuiste tú. Se acabó eso de cambiarme el aceite de temple por ácido letal. Nada de... Es una profesión de alto riesgo. Nada de darme palmaditas en la cabeza en lugar de decir sí, maestro de la forja. Espero que sigáis estas normas al pie de la letra o tendré que quejarme a la Commandant. Tela, maestro de la forja. Es que no te hacen ni puto caso. Vamos a hablar con él.
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
Estos son los sonidos de una forja. Es música para mis oídos.
Seems like you know a thing or two. Good. We don't have to pretend it doesn't get smoky and loud in here. Some people see a dirty forge and think we're lazy. The Smith of Magren knows that's far from the truth. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away. The council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too. Thanks. She was a great master. Even if she could have used the odd bath now and again. But that's beside the point. What can I do for you?
$81.000. Fe y convicción. A ver. Armor. Sprite. Vale, o sea, no necesito esto para nada. Ahora van. Pantaletes de la devoción.
You're back. What can I...
Parece que te inspiras en el santuario de Abidan.
I know. A shrine to Abidan in a forge. How unique.
¿De dónde consigues los materiales?
We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries.
Porque abandonasteis las
Like
minas.
most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
Vale, ese era el metal estelar. Me han dicho que busque un aro en el castillo de Consuelo que haga algo en este metal.
Is that Abidan's shiny beard? It is star metal. I've only had the pleasure of working with it a few times before. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else forge master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it!
¿Cómo darte cuenta que es un gamer casado por solo un detalle? Sí, es verdad. Para ver lo que pasa, claro. Bien, ¿no? Deja que prosiga.
The heat of the flowing lava. The feeling of power as you shape metal to your liking. The rush of adrenaline when an errant spark lights your beard aflame.
Seguir esperando.
The burn of sore muscles that have worked a hammer for hours. The rhythmic tune the metal sings as you work it.
¿Y que te gusta el trabajo, eh?
Huh? What makes you say that? Oh, is it... Oh, no, never mind. Let's not get carried away, huh? Back to business. I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. A simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge.
Me quedo con la espada.
Very good. This shouldn't take long. Let me show you why the council chose me to be master of this forge.
I wonder how this will turn out. There's so much we don't know about the properties of otherworldly metals.
It is done. I call it The meteor blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge. You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I can make you that arquebus I mentioned. Or, yes, perhaps I could further refine your meteor blade. Hiding Golem. Oh, this will be my pleasure. This won't take long, but it will be worth it. Just you wait and see.
Let's keep a safe distance.
Here you are. The finest blade I have ever had the pleasure of crafting. May it serve you well. I will pray that you do just that.
Vale. Espera. Espera porque... ¿Cuál puedo?
You're back. What did you miss most? The loud...
Vale, otras offense. Forja Quarry. Ese es mi sí. A ver. In the catchers. Catchers. Traducir. Vale. Ok. Cartographer's Companion. Prácticamente ya no tengo que cambiar más.
Blessed day. What would you like done?
Y me quedo el arcabuz. ¿Pero un arcabuz de qué?
May Abaddon guide my hand. And this trial...
Como sea de una mano, la cagué.
This ought to be good.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike. Thank you for your kind words, outside.
Que no me lo pensé. Igual... Que sea de dos manos, que sea de dos manos. De dos manos, toma. Pues la última argucia a tomar por saco. A no ser que sea peor. Ya. Adiós, última Rusia. Sí. Y... llevaría Japón. Interesante. Muy interesante. Y no se ha acabado, ¿eh? Me faltaría otro material estelar, yo creo. Porque no se ha acabado.
you're back! What did you miss most? What can I...
Vale, no tengo más. No tengo más. Así que... Muy interesante. Vamos a ver con el consejo.
If we open the gates, we will talk about this later. We have a guest.
Página rasgada de un diario. Un trozo de papel amarillento manchado de agua. Lo he escrito costilla con letra grande y en cursiva. La mayor parte es ininteligible, pero unas cuantas líneas dicen lo siguiente. Estoy harto. Hundidme una lanza en el pecho. No aguanto más este fanatismo. No cuando todo lo que apreciamos puede reducirse a cenizas solo porque mi jala decide que las palabras de un hombre muerto valen más que la vida de nuestro pueblo. ¿Cómo puede no darse cuenta? ¿Hace falta que caiga el castigo con consuelo para que abra los ojos? Llave de mi jala. Colección de papeles. Una pila de actas de reunión, notas y papeles varios. Es en su mayor parte una colección de documentos burocráticos. Entre los márgenes y las notas de página hay una serie de intercambios escritos a mano entre Costia y Mijala, con abreviaturas y demasiados signos de puntuación. Parece que es imposible que se pongan de acuerdo sobre nada. Mijala escribe la mayoría de sus entradas con frases completas. Costia, en cambio, demuestra su afición por los dibujos grotescos. Concejal Costia, según nuestra última conversación, deberíamos presentarnos como un frente unido, no como lo que fuera aquello. No como lo que fuera aquello. Ha llegado a mis oídos que alguien ha estado interceptando la correspondencia dirigida a Edir. Si bien desconozco la identidad de la persona responsable, aconsejaría a esta que dejase de hacerlo. Los dibujos obscenos no tienen cabida en los márgenes de nuestras actas de reunión. No diré más. No veo la hora de seguir trabajando varios siglos más con un individuo más cerca que una mula.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Necesitamos vuestra ayuda.
Indeed, you do.
And we'll gladly help you. Right across our borders.
Believe me, I don't intend to stick around. Tell us what we need to know and we'll be gone before you remember to miss me.
Very well. We'll deal with you later.
So, you need our help. What do you expect us to do for you, precisely?
Ayudándonos a acabar con el estrago
There is no
enemigo.
dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fio, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy? Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognize them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Still link. Captain of the Wardens? He's away on an... Pompous Adiran. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a...
There is good in Animan.
If you must pry, I can assure you, he is... Do not threaten me, Adiran. Now be gone. I have other work to do. Still link... Good.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more but Mihala, she... well... Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradise could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Tradition is a tricky thing to end, Envoy. People become attached, don't they, to the old ways of doing things? Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times, as have my predecessors with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere. Outside influence. The call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know the comforts of the lands beyond our borders, they will want to leave the tusks.
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the Saka and misery of Solace.
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are than watch my people suffer needlessly for pride. And without them, we are not wardens. Let the wardens die then, if my people might survive. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Because I know how she'd react. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Steel Garrote who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sunday mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals. How may I... A letter to Hilgard. Courteous of you to bring it to me instead of Mihala. She has such antiquated ideas about diplomacy. I've written so many of these. Part of me suspects that Mihala's the reason. I'm afraid there are... I'd like us to be allies. To that end, there's a path that leads to a warden storehouse that sits just south of the main entryway. Instead of a key, you'll need to recite, "Of all the treasures to which one..." Speak those words aloud. Adir is coming. Elder Grigor is an old friend. You have him.
Still lingering? Good.
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the Council's still going at it. You know how Mihala is.
Make it quick, Eren. Fuitu! That tower's been off limits ever since the Zarip's raid. No idea. Either he was up to some... Good luck out there.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and traditions and arguments.